2, 1, action.
Well, Richard, the last time we talked was at the stockyards in Marfa, Texas, remember?
That's right.
And it was a hot day, and it was very dusty and all, but that was a good visit. I'm glad I did it because it really gave me even a greater appreciation for the picture and everything that you all are doing in it. And you know, it didn't occur to me when we were in Marfa talking, but suddenly it hit me. This is your second time to work with Sylvester Stallone.
That's right.
The real Sly, and now also the horse Sylvester. I'm wondering, what does the real Sylvester think about a horse being named after him?
Well, I understand when they contacted him that he was tickled to death. They told him that the horse was named Sylvester Stallone because he had a lot of heart, and they say it just really pleased him. I guess they had to get permission to use the name or something, but he liked it.
Yeah, it really is a coincidence that you would end up in both of those, isn't it? I wonder, now you've been around horses all your life, and I've had a fair amount of experience with horses. I'm wondering, do you think it's possible for there to be a horse like Sylvester, just an old stock horse, and then he, you know, he's big and Western, and then suddenly, you know, he's jumping and doing all sorts of English, as what we call English. Yeah. Is it possible?
Well, they've taken horses off of milk carts and won the Grand National in England, and it's very possible. It's very unusual, but it is possible that you could take an old horse that was about to give up and then have somebody get him in the right frame of mind to go and do those things. Yeah, I like fantasy myself. I'm a dreamer, and those kind of stories intrigue me. And the fact that it has been done makes it all the more, for me, like I can get a cheap horse and win a race at Santa Anita, and I've done it, and they say you can't. So there's nothing that's not possible.
Tell me about the cheap horse that won.
Well, I raised a couple of colts myself, and I won a race at Oak Tree 3 years ago by about 5 lengths, and this little horse wasn't supposed to be bred well enough to beat these horses, and it kind of keeps you in the racehorse business.
And it was really up against good competition?
Oh, yeah. Some of the colts were $200,000 colts he beat. Then they got to learning how to run and started outrunning him, and he went to trailing them, but I did win some races with him.
Has there ever been any other special horse in your life? Because, see, the horse I had, I spotted her years before I ever owned her. And I do believe that you can see a horse and say, that's my horse. Do you believe that?
Well, I've had several good horses in my life that I believe that they were good horses. Yeah, I can see you doing that. It's kind of hard to tell, though, when you just look at a colt what he's going to turn out to be,
But maybe there's just something about the horse. Either, in my case, it was the way she looked, you know, and I just loved.
Well, if you like her, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that matters, really.
Richard, here you are now in what some people call the autumn years of one's life. Here you are, and now you're doing acting and starring roles, and you're getting all this recognition and everything. Do you wish it had come along earlier in your life?
Well, not really. I think it's worked out fine. I tried acting a little bit. You know, I've always had a few small roles that weren't very, I'd like to forget them, really, and I always did well in the stunt work, and the way it's turned out, it's tickled me to death, frankly, but I was about to quit the business in '77. I was going to quit doing stunts, and I got that little role in Comes a Horseman, which kind of changed everything around, and I don't think I had enough character in my face when I was a younger man to make it as an actor, and I think the fact that I've gotten old and can still get around has helped me a lot.
You're not that old.
Well, I'm 65. Of course, that's retirement age. But no, I'm really happy the way it's turned out. I think everything's. I wasn't hurting for money. It wasn't that I was really striving to make a living for my family. I was always had what I wanted, and so it hasn't changed my lifestyle a bit.
Are there other roles coming along that you know about, or you're just, as they say, at liberty?
I have some definite projects that I'll do one or the other, but I'm not really sure, and I can't mention the name of it, but...
Are they starring roles?
Yes.
See? Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting together, which I didn't realize there was so much intrigue in the business till I got to acting, but there's a lot more than just getting the job. You know.
Are there some things about being a star that you don't like? You just said intrigue.
Well, no, not really. I just didn't realize that there's a lot more to the business, than meets the eye. There's deals and there's this and that and things that I really wasn't aware of when I was doing stunt work. It's a business.
Indeed, and you have to put up with, TV tools who come along and want to do interviews all the time.
I don't mind that a bit. I'll be working in May, definitely, on one or the other of them.
Well, we'll look forward to that, and congratulations on a really superb performance,
well,
Richard.
I'm sure glad you liked it.
I enjoyed it very, very much, and enjoyed your role very, very much. So if you shoot in Texas, I'll come down and see you on location again.
Well, bless your heart.
Okay.
I've been there a lot in films, but I've never been down to Big Bend country. I like it down there.
Well, come back.
I sure will.
Pause. Roll. 3, 2, 1, action.
Richard, what does the real Sylvester Stallone think about a horse being named after him? Do you think it is possible for an old stock horse like Sylvester to turn into the kind of champion he has become? Do you think it is believable that there could be a horse like Sylvester turn out the way he did? Has there ever been any special horse in your life? Do you wish that this fame as an actor had come earlier in your life? Are there some things as an actor that you have to put up with that, kind of displease you? Well, Richard, I must tell you how much I enjoyed your performance. Very good. And now I'll just give you reactions. Okay.
You got it.
All right. Thank you.